everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about goals for November. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Lee and this is Creative2xmom. If you're new here, this channel is all about homeschooling, parenthood, and thriving in the day-to-day. Today's video is going to be about setting goals for November. Each month I upload a video like this one talking about 4 areas of focus where I am trying to set goals. And those areas are motherhood, marriage, homemaking, and personal goals. And I've narrowed it down to those 4 areas, and I try to keep 1 or 2 areas of focus for each one so that I don't become overwhelmed. Because if you're like me, I'm super type A, and I constantly have things ticking through my head, but I feel like if I try to do it all, I do nothing well, I do everything poorly. So I'm trying really hard to focus down, and that's where this series came about. I started it over the summer just in an attempt to get myself focused on some of the most important things. So let's talk about October, and then we'll dive into the goals for November. So in my October goals, my motherhood, trying to find my page. My motherhood goal was to do one-on-one dates with the kids, and I think I got 2 throughout the month of October, which is pretty good with 3 kids. Got 2 out of 3. We have tried to do this off and on throughout the years of doing one-on-one dates with each of them every month, and I find that it really makes everything else smoother. It makes parenting smoother. It makes home life smoother. It makes school smoother just because of investing in that relationship. So I was excited to at least get 2 out of the 3, and so this month I'm going to be focusing on that 3rd kid. And communicating love to a teenager. I talked about how I have a 14-year-old now. He just turned 14 last month, and that relating to him, especially now that he's out of the home and going to public school, is very different than when I was with him all the time or than when he was 8. And it's really causing a lot of personal growth in me because it's forcing me out of my comfort zone, and it's pushing me like, how bad do I want it? How bad do I want a relationship with my teenager? And I want it bad enough that I'm making it an area of focus and really attempting to communicate love to him in a way that he will receive it. And I kind of feel like that's going to probably be an ongoing goal because it's complicated. We're in just a time of transition and changing the way we relate to each other. So it was good this month, but I by no means think that I have achieved or arrived at that goal, if that makes any sense. So that one kind of rolled back into November as well as a secondary goal that I'm really working on my relationship with him. My motherhood goal for November is to get a family game night going. We have a family movie night that we do every Friday night. We make pizza, we watch a movie, and we do popcorn. So I want to start doing a family game night. Now that we're in the rhythm of school starting, now that we see what the homework load's going to be like and what everybody's sports schedule looks like, I've picked out 1 or 2 nights in the evening that I think would be fun, even if we just spent a half hour playing, one game. But I want to start doing that because I think it would facilitate a lot of conversation. And again, it's that like bonding, investing in the relationships that I want to have with my kids that I might not currently have, but that I want to have, seeing that future and investing in that. So let's talk marriage. I told you guys a couple months ago that it has been a rough season for our family with some things that are going on off camera, and that I really wanted to pray together with my husband, and that's why in August we started praying with the kids every morning, and now I was going to establish time that we prayed together at least a couple times a week. We failed miserably in the month of October. I think we prayed together twice. We just really need to pray together. That's the point. It's not going to be easy. It's never easy to start a habit that's new, and especially one that forces you to be so vulnerable as praying together. So we just need to do it. And I put it down on November, and I just have to bite the bullet and have to be the brave wife and and just make sure that it happens. If it's important to me, I need to make sure it happens, or that I at least give a good, solid attempt to it, which was not the case in October. So my goal, again, for marriage in November is praying together. We've gotten really good at finding the times when families in town to have date nights. We've gotten really good at checking in with each other and supporting each other's dreams, but we really need to have that time of just being together. So, lighter topic. My homemaking goal for October was to declutter the living room, and I felt like we did really good on that. Part of that was in preparation for the holidays, because I'm going to have to put this nice big tree in my living room, and I wanted to kind of get a few things out. Of course, there's always room for more improvement. I can still walk in the living room and see that I want to do more, but I actually stuck with it. I kind of got to the point in October, looking around my living room, I thought, don't use this, don't use this, don't have an emotional attachment to this, the kids don't either, getting rid of it. I think helping my father-in-law move and helping him, supporting him as he's doing things like this has really opened my eyes to what I need, what I don't need, and why am I hanging on to all the extra. So that was a thumbs up for October. My goal for November in the homemaking category is to get some freezer cooking done. I don't typically do a lot of freezer cooking because we eat really fresh, but I'm thinking more specifically along the lines of cookie dough, muffins, things like cinnamon rolls, because I know the calendar is going to get so crazy busy and I already see it happening. I want to have those things that I can grab. If I'm going to my sister-in-law's, to spend a holiday weekend, I want to be able to grab a package of pumpkin cinnamon rolls out of the freezer. If it comes up that there's a bake sale, which I know that there is going to be one for our church, I want to be able to grab some banana loaves out of the freezer. And also, because we are going to be spending more evenings out doing some of these holiday things, I'm not going to have as much time to bake for the kids to have muffins once a week. So I want to have that in the freezer. We're going to be doing some of that on Saturday this week. So just putting little things like that away, not necessarily dinners, but the little things that pop up. And I want to start on my cookie dough for December, because I know I won't have as much time in December to actually do all that. My personal goal for October was failed. I wanted to hike Lassen. I had a friend that did it, and she invited me to go along. And the weekends, we could never make our schedules coincide. And so there's a part of me that thought, okay, maybe in November, because as you can see, the weather's still really nice. I think it's supposed to turn in about 2 weeks. So maybe, but I don't see it happening because we're already getting caught up in the holiday craziness, and I'm just bummed. Like, that's been on my bucket list for a while. So next year, 2020, vision for 2020. My personal goal for November, and this was kind of a funny one, and it's to finish my older two's Christmas ornaments. I always make Christmas ornaments for the kids. This could probably go into homemaking as well, but I always make Christmas ornaments for the kids every year, and typically they are painted ceramic ornaments. But this year I knew what I wanted. I wanted to do sea life, and I could not. I researched for 3 or 4 months trying to find sea life ceramic ornaments. Couldn't find them. So I'm going a different route. I'm doing felt ornaments for the kids. I've already done Josiah's. In fact, I've had Josiah's done since June. But the older two, I've barely even started, and I want them done by the night that we put up the tree. So they have to be done this month. And I'm putting that in my personal category because that is something I love to do. I love to craft. I love to create. And this has kind of been a fun challenge for me to work with a different medium instead of painting ceramic ornaments. So I'm putting that one in my personal category. Again, of course, limiting the sugar, which was a personal goal a couple months ago, and I think it's going to be super important as the holidays are coming up. I'm in a challenge group for my fitness right now and for the program that I'm following, which has been super great, and they've really been helping keep me accountable. So I'm hoping to sort of start to break that cycle again as we're going into the holidays, because I would just rather be a step ahead before all the cookies and the baked goods show up at my house, because you know that they will. Alright, you guys, that is my goals for the month of November. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're setting goals in your life, and if you have any particular goals for the month of November. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.